Oh, right. Hello, everybody. Just in the attempt to find games that I'll actually play through a fair bit that may have updates that I may want to even restart the game to play more, I figured Returns Outlet Simulator could actually be a decent game to at least attempt. So I know barely anything about this game. Literally a YouTuber did like 2 or 3 things in the game that I watched, and that's about all I know. Okay. I'm just going to get rid of the rest of this as much as I can, and ag is full. I'm assuming it's a problem to throw stuff away into the wrong thing, so... Get rid of these real quick. I'm assuming blue is meant to be paper. Okay, yeah, certain things just don't make that much sense. Okay, that's supposed to be in my inventory. I'm gonna skip the tutorial. I want to try to figure out the game as much as possible on my own. Okay, so that's all of that. Okay, yeah, so paper, plastic, e-waste, and metal. Okay, and then I think we're supposed to use this to buy pallets. Does the game just not start us with anything? Oh, do you have to take out a loan to start the game? I'm assuming that's the case, which is fine. You know, I just kind of want to figure stuff out on my own. New/used. I would prefer... Yeah, just because of what I know from the game, I would prefer to avoid stuff that has used on it. So I know the first loan is 3,000. Technically getting rid of that, and then that lets me... Can I buy all 3 of these at once? Well, I guess we'll figure out in a second. We'll take a loan. I'll find that out, actually. Nope, don't have a spot for it. I need a pallet delivery spot. And I'm assuming I want just as big of a rack as I could get. To put stuff. I assume repairs would be like the best thing for me. Okay, yeah, we'll figure that out in a minute. And then I think you don't increase the store size. I think you just increase the backroom size the whole time. And then we'll figure out the employees in a minute. We will buy the mystery pallet. Now, we bought the other stuff, which shows up here. That there. Put that there for right now. I don't even necessarily know how sales in this game works. Oh. That's weird. Okay, you just don't get experience if you put it to the wrong thing. Used damage. So I think I just want to move over anything that's used at the moment. And then I need to remember it's right click to put stuff down. Golf balls. Keyboard. $15. $50. 82. 20. So it needs to be half. $750 would be half. Or no, is it already making it half? Yeah, it's already making it half. Okay. Now then, just because I know how most people are with certain used items, and just because I also know how I am. Okay, yeah, so if it's already making it by half, I don't need to actually do anything. I just have to scan it. This is probably something I wouldn't buy used. Yeah, I think what I want to do real quick is I want to put these down. Put that down. Yeah, I can't do that actually. Never mind. These flashlights are probably a decent price, $10. Now another drill. Yeah, I want to keep all the damage stuff for when I need to cycle through some stuff. Two more drills. I mean, just because I don't really have a choice with used stuff right now. I mean, realistically, just paper bin requires the perk. I need the workshop. Yeah, and then I can't really do anything with that, so that's fine. Just need to move out all the damaged stuff. Because I'd rather not sell anything that's damaged if it can be helped. You know, because it's a question of, like, why be known as the place that sells damaged goods? It's like, it's one thing if you're known for selling stuff that's, not good, but... Or it's one thing if you know you're buying a used product. It's another thing when you, don't know that you're buying a damaged product. Or even if it's labeled, you're hoping it's not that bad. You know, the hope is always you got something that's usable. and the damaged stuff we'll be able to restock, so or we'll be able to get stuff from later. That's really all I really know about the game. I mean, we'll buy everything we can just so we have a bunch of different things. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. 15 bucks, which is about right. I mean, I would argue it's a kind of a bit expensive for what it is, but each wall, like, 45 bucks. I don't mind when stuff has physics, but like it doesn't change the fact that it's also annoying. Okay. So I don't want to dump any of that stuff. So that was the cheapo palette. This has new and used stuff, so I will take that. Power strips. I mean, I don't necessarily want to take or put up just about anything, but I mean, I'll also put this up if I can. Board games, don't really care. Okay, we'll just keep collecting stuff until I'm out of money. Cause just, I assume we'll get the most experience from selling stuff. I believe that one's damaged. Yeah, I I want all new stuff up top. Don't know what this is. Computer mouse. Yeah, I should change this. I don't want anything new here on either one of these. Goggles. One pair of used. Rest are new. I might grab another whole shelf real quick. Seems like a smart thing to do, at the very least. Not pallets, shopping stuff. I think I'm gonna have this set up the same way. I think I'm gonna... Not what I was trying to do. Used stuff, bottom two rows. New stuff, top row. Okay, so let's just scan all the different products and put the marking on them. So now everything is gonna have a price. Okay, so 13 is new, used, new. New, 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 new. Multiple used in a row. New. That bitch. That goes up there. 2 used. New. New. Okay, we should probably buy at least one more pallet. Because I know one more, yeah, this one's another used and new. But I don't think there are any more. I think the rest are all used. And then there's a mystery. I would probably be more inclined to buy the mystery one if I had a bit more money. let's just make sure anything that pops up we have the price for. Yeah, everything that pops up we have the price for. Okay, we'll do that. New, 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 new. Used. And then in a second, we'll open up the store. New keyboards. Used new. Used new. Both of these are used. Bucks. $9.99. Void Frontier. Two used, one new. Two used. I really don't have any space to put anything else that's new up. Rest of those are used. Yeah, it's kind of funny seeing what certain things are meant to be. Like, this is supposed to be The Legend of Zelda. The other game, I'm not 100% sure what the Frontier is supposed to be. Whatever it was called for the game station. Void Frontier. I mean, I could assume it's supposed to be like maybe like a Battlefield, but space themed. Two new ones. Yeah, all the used stuff goes up. Everything else stays. Or everything else goes up. And the rest of this goes here. And I guess we'll see what happens. Now, that is actually a really good feature that the game has. Change. Okay, I'm okay with this, but it is a little more annoying than I would have expected. But I do like that you're not just like forced into being a cashier. It's like, no, it's all available to you. Having the money out like this seems dumb, but like it's also just so like you don't have to, you know, be like, oh, I have to like click in to get to whatever. Change is a penny. You know, we'll hopefully be able to sell a decent bit of our stuff today. Hopefully some of these bigger items like the microwaves would be helpful. I mean, the first thing I may do, to be honest, is an employee. Cashier would probably be one of the big things people would probably want. $16.50. Yeah, I'm going through the days. It's a good experience. I think he bought the new one for the game kid. Should have brought a soda. I probably have the time to go buy one. I know you're supposed to also do like auctions and whatnot, but realistically, it doesn't really matter to me all that much. I probably have like 2 to 3 days worth of stuff to sell. So I could just pick whatever the cheapest stuff is if I wanted. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's really no point in selling stuff that's broken. Yeah, I do kind of like how this game does stuff where like you don't have to sell stuff. And I imagine having stuff mixed up also affects some stuff. Hooray, a perk point. What should I spend it on? Absolutely nothing. Nah, I should probably just spend it on employees, to be honest. But, that's probably not that important since, you know, you just finish the day and go through stuff. Okay. Okay, my desk was a bit cleaner. I could more easily use my numpad. In fact, since I'm really just waiting for customers, since I don't really have money to do anything else, just move some of these cans out of the way. At least move them behind me so I can move my mouse where it's actually supposed to be. 69. Yeah, I mean, I want to do things quickly just because it means, I want to make sure my rating stays high. I'm sure it's waiting for at least 10 reviews before it shows me my actual rating. But, yeah, I just want to make sure that everything I do is to my benefit. Yeah, so long as I'm collecting experience, I don't necessarily care too much. Palette category audio. Yeah, I probably just want to save up for the workshop stuff, so... And the reason why I want to wait for that is just because it, I believe waiting for the workshop stuff will actually help out because I'll be able to break down the damage stuff that I may get. Okay, I believe they are picking stuff actually off the shelves. 40... 52. So that is kind of nice and convenient for me. Again, it would be nice if you could just like click this and tell it to like reorganize the shelf real quick. Okay, now the store is closed, but just because I know how a lot of these games work, but this is the first day. I'll wait for them to walk by, because I know different NPCs walk by at different points, but there's not enough money to buy a pallet, so there's really no point in waiting on doing anything. We just want to wait and see and make sure that they're not coming inside. Yeah, okay, if they're not, then perfect. We can end the day however we're supposed to end the day. Not many items in perfect condition. Okay, yeah, well, that's fine. I'll press enter to finish the day. We made 800. We can repay that. I probably could save up to repay early, but it's likely not worth it. Actually, the game should tell me if I put stuff in the wrong shelf, because I have it labeled correctly. Yeah, more inventory space would be kind of nice. I know I saw that there was an item that does that, but we'll worry about that later. It looks like the game is making sure that you get at least one cheap pallet, so... I was gonna say, like, I'm sure most of this stuff is damaged, but... anything that's just used is probably gonna be a massive windfall. I like how I barely have to do anything with a lot of these. Tennis balls. Yeah, I think everything in this lot's damaged. So, I mean, no reason to treat any of this nice. I mean, it's already damaged. What do I care? Yeah, I think everything that came is already damaged. Just keep throwing everything in the corner. All this damaged stuff is fine. thought that was like another game where it would actually flip. Yeah, we'll figure out where we get to while we're working up our levels. Because at the moment, we basically need to get a self-checkout, which I guess is actually better than employees. If I can get to that, even for the price, but workshop and shredder is probably the best way forward. $131.49. Yeah, everything that is of value is already on the shelves. $3 is this change. Yeah, I think we will be okay, hopefully. As long as we don't get too screwed over by the game giving us bad stuff, because I would rather just not have to put any of that up. $4 and a penny. And I know I could be marking stuff up slightly, but I would only want to do that on like a bigger ticket items. Just because like all of the Game Kid stuff, because it's like $100, like I'd probably raise the price on, but not by much. I mean, because we're already marking it down like a good bit too, so. Bumper, stop it. I'll wrap you up like a burrito. Don't make me put your life jacket on and make me turn you into a freaking briefcase. You know, or some luggage. $3. We almost have enough money for another pallet. I'd probably have to go with this one though, so I would need $8.90. So I would need a couple more expensive things to sell. Yeah, I think I might play like maybe another 2 to 3 days. I might just play up to maybe like up to level 5 might be like a good stopping point for right now. But I think I want to play up to that point. And then stop. $42. $51. 498, so we'll be level 3 in a second. I don't necessarily care about the waste bins or anything. I just kind of care about getting to level 5 for the workbench. Like the paper bin, the recycle bin, I really don't care about. It's really just the workshop. I don't necessarily care about audio. Like I might care about pallet size increases, but even that isn't something to be like, oh yeah, I definitely need that right away. Another perk point. I can buy another pallet, which would actually probably help me out quite a bit. You know, at least give me some new stuff on the shelves and stuff. What the? 84.49. Thank you. Now, hopefully once we can get to self-checkout and I don't have to do this, I'll have enough money to do other stuff during the day. Just because right now, you know, very money limited. Money is tight in this game at the start because you have to get a loan. You know, we had just enough money to rent the store for the month or whatever. Yeah, it would probably be smarter to pay back the loan right away. Because it would save us like 500 bucks. But the problem is we also have to keep stuff on the shelves, so it's like you are still somewhat limited on what you can and can't do. And then we know once it says closed, we're actually closed, so that's actually kind of convenient. So it's new and used for $8.90. I think those are dinosaur figurines from Brugard. No. Actually, it's new stuff. But it's an extra small pallet with only 46 things. Oh, but that's 1,200. So the choice is 63 items or 61, but one has new stuff. Class AB, both are AB, but this one's a bit cheaper. Yeah, I think if this had more stuff, it might be worth it. And then the problem is so much stuff is in a case. Yeah, I think if we judge it based off of what we can physically see, this one's probably the better one. So we'll buy that one. And then we'll stock our shelves real quick. I can probably stock it during the day. Didn't mean to do that. But just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. This is all new stuff. Game station controllers, one used, one new. Yeah, we have a lot of computer stuff. Charger. Some used tennis balls. Another box cutter. I believe this is new. Okay, let's take this one out. Oh, it automatically turns on the light. That's kind of neat. Electronic razors. Graphics tablet. New. Okay, these go down here. One new. One used. Used. Three new, so that's actually kind of good. With the electric razor. These are all new. 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 Graphics tablets. Oh, it's because they lay down flat. That's why they take up so much space. Yeah, again, there should be an option to reorganize stuff. Oh, was that the wrong one? Yeah, it'd be great if there was a thing where, the last item. The toasters are just gonna be like the hard one, just because I'd have to like move so much stuff. Yeah, so we'll end the day here. We lost 560. We'll make payments. Because I have $30 to my name. I'm assuming there's always gonna be one that's like extra cheap. So I know that's a speaker just because I've seen, or it's like a subwoofer or whatever. And I've seen the price just because I think this is like literally like the exact same kind of palette the YouTuber I watched got before. I was just like, ooh, actually, I would prefer to play this game. This is all used stuff. I would prefer used and new, but I don't even think this is worth it. So I'll probably have to take a shot on the mystery palettes. Everything is in average shape, which apparently doesn't like knock off a big amount, but it can knock off a decent amount. You either have everything in perfect shape or, you know, people get annoyed, it would seem. You know what, it's fine. Yeah, now I want both of those. 151. Yeah, hopefully when I get an employee, it'll be fine, because I'll have it so that they don't do a lot of different things. You know, because I only want used stuff and new stuff, so it shouldn't be too difficult. 70 bucks. And he took a toaster, so I can put one back somewhere. Did I put the... Yeah, I did. Uh, 33.52. Yeah, I do kind of like this because you can kind of pick how close or how far you want to be as compared to always being in a fixed position. Because some games are just so bad at positioning. Or like, it might be fine for the dev, because sometimes when they're playing, a lot of times they're playing in the game engine. So they're playing in the creator, and a lot of times they're not playing as the actual player. So sometimes like certain things just like don't match up, maybe. You know, because it could also depend on the type of games you play. Like, some people prefer a different FOV. Yeah, I seem to be getting more people showing up now, which is nice. More people means more stuff sold, which means more money made. In theory, I should hopefully... And, I guess bigger pallets. This one's refundable. Tools. I'm not 100% sure what would make the most sense. I do think larger pallets do make some sense, but... you know, more items might help out with certain things. Okay, well, we're making progress at the very least. Like I said, I kind of want to keep all the damaged stuff just because you can recycle it. Selling it doesn't necessarily make sense because you're only getting a certain amount of value back. At some point, I would prefer to only put up new stuff. Yeah, I'm not overly thrilled on anything that's here, so I think I might actually just wait till tomorrow. So I might save my money for a pallet tomorrow, and hopefully I can buy a medium one that just seems worth it. We'll play at least one more day after this. I do have some errands to run. There's something on Facebook Marketplace I want to go buy because people are dumb. It's actually a good price, like a $400-ish item after taxes and whatnot for, well, I'll rephrase, it is a generation old, but, you know, buying new or buying the equivalent would still be a significant chunk. It'd probably be closer to like $250, but it doesn't change the fact that it is still a decently expensive item that I could be should be able to buy for what they're suggested or what they put it up for. I mean, because they're putting it up for $20, and unless there's damage to it's a motherboard, so unless there's damage to the socket, I mean, it's fine. It wouldn't start up, or it would boot loop. And the thing is with ASUS motherboards, they love to boot loop. Anytime the power is off. So like it has one of two things. It's literally just it needs a new battery for the motherboard, or it's just one of those things with ASUS where I have the same issue with my motherboard where anytime the power goes off unexpectedly, yeah, I could expect to I could literally expect to not be able to use my computer until I practically take it all apart. Like a couple of weeks ago, we had a power outage and my computer wouldn't start. And I checked everything and I did everything I would do before and it still wouldn't start. It's like, and it wouldn't even get to the boot screen. It's like, okay, that seems really weird that it won't even boot. So then I start the computer, or then I was just like, okay, like, did the CPU get killed with the power outage? Because it was very, very sudden. I was like, okay, maybe the CPU must have died or something in the power outage. So I take out the CPU, like, I don't see burn marks or anything. So I was like, okay, whatever, and I put it back in, and then it worked. So, you know, sometimes, like, you just don't know. Like, obviously I can't afford this, but not buying that has too few items. This only has used. But this doesn't look like a terrible. When used, but it doesn't look like it has a lot of stuff to it. Upgrading the backroom size is dumb right now. I'm just gonna undo that. I kind of have to, because if it's gonna jump the price up by that much, okay, I have no clue what that's about, but okay, so I can't go that way. And that's all done. That was right there. And yeah, this is the edge of this. Like, I have no clue what this is about, but I found something, I clicked on it, and it's popping up numbers. Just random 200 bucks. So there's one more can somewhere. So that's one. That's two. Oh, I was just blind. Like, I'm kind of hoping for like a giant cat to show up. Yeah. Oh. Get a cat. Oh, it's... Oops. It would be nice if there was like a put down option, that's fine. Hmm. Yeah, $1 million for you seems like a good price. Yeah, I mean, we had just enough stuff. I mean, it is going to affect our rating slightly, but... Deal all the deals. Okay, like, I can kind of understand why... Yeah, like realistically, like this one and this one are probably the only ones worth buying, but for a bunch of used stuff, it's not really it's not really something I want to do. You know, because to a certain degree, I don't necessarily care if it would still be profitable to buy it. Like, I care that, now in this case, I have no clue what all of this different stuff is, and the game doesn't, give you kind of a lot to work with. Now that I don't necessarily care about this, I'll just toss stuff, but... 42. So advanced tools would also be helpful. That's also at level 5. Now, I guess I'll decide at the end of the day what I should be doing. The game doesn't let you catch him turning, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, upgrading the store doesn't change anything for me. Upgrading the back room does change stuff, but isn't important at the moment. Even if I wanted to, I don't think I can pay back the loan today. I just think it doesn't work out math-wise. With whatever I have left over. Like, if I knew the total value in store was X amount, like, I could maybe make an argument that it could be potentially worth it, but... like, I'm gonna argue I maybe have an extra 500-ish bucks on the shelf, so like I really just have to consider what I have. Yeah, I'll get at least one more customer today. So it comes down to, do I risk on the mystery palette? But I probably need to buy this mixed one of a bunch of used stuff. It's too good of a price for the amount of items. Or it's too good of a price for the amount of items I know for a fact I'm getting. And since all of them will be used, I know the price isn't going to, like, what I get might not necessarily be, like, super great in the grand scheme of things, but I know it should hopefully be much more profitable than most other options. And that guy gets to skirt in right before closing. And I know people are gonna be, you know, complaining because there's not new stuff, but until I hit level 5, there's really nothing I can do. I imagine if you do the tutorial probably is supposed to give you, like, a bunch of extra experience. I just can't pass up on this one. I can kind of pass up on the other stuff, but not that one. Oh, we got something glittery. I think that's just the advanced, yeah, it's the advanced utility knife. Okay, so 300. You know what? I believe that this one counts as used, but the rest of them are just considered new because they don't have anything. So I know all of this stuff is used. So I know just to grab all of the same stuff and throw it on the shelves. It'd be great if there was just like a button to reorganize the shelf. That seems good. Yeah, like that's all technically good. This is pretty much as stacked as it can get, and there you can get like one flat thing in front like that. Yeah, it's just like, it would be nice if there was like an easy way to reorganize certain things. Yeah, if I could completely reorganize things easier, that'd be great. I'm sure at some point it'll actually be easy just because everything will be one shelf basically. Like everything will have its own shelf at some point. Oh, I haven't seen this power strip before. I mean, I've seen the black version of it. Some pen drives. Now, we'll only have one new shelf for right now, since used seems to be all we're getting for stuff. Yeah, because otherwise I'd have to completely go through just to reorganize this to a way that would make sense, and I'm not doing that. I'll let the AI do that, or the workers do that later, but I'm not doing that. So I got 1,600 extra bucks. Oh, and the kitty comes with new stuff every day. 100 bucks. Yeah, kitty, that's why you're worth $1 million. Let's see what we get. 74, but B, which I believe A, yeah. Yeah, I have no clue on the price of any of these. Yeah, no, like this one isn't worth it most likely. This one might be worth it. It really depends on how much the Game Boy Advance is worth. I know that's not what it's called. It's like probably like the Game Kit Advance or whatever, but These prices, I can only really buy the top one, and actually this one has several game kits and stuff in it. This one needs to be a buy. Oh, this is that alone, like this alone already makes it profitable enough. Inflatable pool, 90. Game kid, can't aim. I mean, even if it's 45, that's still a decent amount. Universal battery, also a good pull. It may be worth buying an extra shelf at this point. I mean, this is a couple just big items, but like I said, it may just be worth buying a couple of extra shelves. Yeah, I think what I will do is I will buy another shelf. Just seems worth. I would probably consider buying two, but I am gonna make my payments. That's gonna take all damage stuff. I might try to organize this a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna try organizing this like a tad. So all the keyboards are there. Okay, game station controllers. Throw those there for right now. Universal batteries will go over here. Anything console related will go there. No clue what this is. Or, you know, the game doesn't... Another keyboard. You know, all keyboards are going here. Anything console related is gonna go there. And then I think I'm gonna have anything that connects via USB, be it a mouse or anything else. That's a universal battery, that's fine for right now. Yeah, anything that connects via USB. What's this? No, that's a battery, that's fine. Anything console related. Or no. Now the pulls can go there. And I'll put those there because I kind of want it with that, in line with that. All swimming stuff and stuff that aligns with this will go here. Top shelf will include any type of balls. And that's anything computer related. Yeah, no. Anything swimming related. Board games. Yeah, board games, card games, that's all same difference to me. Yeah, and computer related stuff. I keep clicking left click to put stuff onto the shelves. Goggles. include toys in that row. And then I'm gonna call it the bottom thing anything utility related. So, you know, all the different power strips and all the different batteries. I'm gonna call it that. Like, I know that might not necessarily be like the most accurate way to put it, but in terms of like just short-term organizing of stuff, like it's good enough. Watch. I'm gonna put it on this because that's just gonna be like quote unquote exercise related. Bunch of power strips. I'll probably have to reorganize that in a second to do that properly. And then I don't even think I could get these onto the shelves anywhere besides here, so. The black ones are just bigger too. That's where the problem comes in. We can leave the rest for right now. And we don't have any money for anything else anyways, so... we'll just see what happens. if it works, it works. Yeah, hopefully we get a resort option. Okay, this is gonna get us level 5. That's fine. Okay. I might... honestly, no. I'm spending a lot of time doing certain things, so maybe not. $156.99. Okay, yeah, they do remove stuff from the shelves, so that's good. An employee restocking would be fine, but I don't think that's that important. By the way, now I need to save up. What is it? So technically, if I want to do this the easiest way I can, I need to save up $1,200. And then I need to save up another, I need to save up $3,600 total. So we'll definitely pay off our loan first. Because even if I get the $1,200 and I get rid of all this damage stuff, I would just be collecting it anyways. I wouldn't actually be using it, so there's really no point. So I'll probably stop after today. Maybe I'll play a bit more later. I'll go do my errands that I gotta do. Hopefully I can go buy that motherboard for 20 bucks. Because again, like, it'll drastically change what I could go do. It'll go motivate me to do stuff. I don't have any new stuff anymore. Yeah, the problem is I won't be able to fix stuff even if I buy the table right now, so it's not like it's really worth it. It'll just let me recycle stuff, which will let me get a bit more experience, but it's not going to drastically fix anything. Yeah, if everything in average shape only drops off half a star, I could probably live with that for, you know, like another 5 days or so in game. I can probably live with it till I get to level 10. No, last item. you know, at least I'm making some money out of this, even while paying back $200 a day. Like, I would prefer to play till the loan's paid off. But the problem is like just sorting through the items and getting stuff on the shelves and stuff takes so long that even if I wanted to do it, it's not worth it. And then it doesn't help that I also have another game that I'm gonna start playing. It's a gacha shop game. It's takes place in Japan with the actual gacha balls and whatnot. You know, so I may end up opting to do that. We can potentially get 2 more customers before the end of the day. That happening would be convenient for us. Yeah, I think the first thing I do when I get a worker is, depending on what I'm doing, if I'm fixing stuff up and whatnot, obviously I'm not going to care, but I would prefer if everything had its own thing. You know, camera, photo accessories, vinyl records, figurines, building blocks, board games, I want everything to have its own unique thing, if it can be helped. We're gonna end the day here. I may or may not play. Oh. Yeah. Just for new stuff, I forgot. Yeah, because that only fills 6, and like even with this being double wide, it's what, it fills 8 maybe, or it'll fill 24 maybe. Not a bunch. Yo. Kitty cat's a top shelf item. And I don't necessarily care if it doesn't match because I want to move it over to here, but can't do that till stuff sells, so. And then there's certain things that I don't want on the shelves. Like, I don't necessarily want the batteries or the power strips on the shelves. I would rather just get the stuff from them. Ooh. A 200. Well, no, I'd probably go with the mixed, because this is going to have new and used. I know the tablet thingies are like 45 bucks each. I'm not sure if there's anything else in this palette that would make it worth it, though. Like, this is just worth it because it's cheap enough. Yeah, damaged stuff, though, goes over there. Or antenna. Yeah, even if it's all damaged stuff, Like, this still has value to it, so I'm not that concerned, but it does appear that it's only damaged stuff. No idea what this is. It's a smartphone. Ooh. These are one of the ones that should go on a shelf. I don't know what type of keyboard that is, so we'll scan that real quick. Without stick. That I would want to fix. I'm assuming the pallet I can't also grab. Oh no, I can. Yeah, the only other thing I could buy is this one, and then I don't even think this is worth it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But even still, that's only 50 bucks. And then that's goggles. Yeah, I don't even think this is worth it because it's used stuff. This is at least new and used, and but even that's only 300 if it's all new. Yeah, I can't buy any of that. Got 750 left over. Yeah, I think I try saving up for self-checkout. Audio tools, computers, home electronics, A and C. to do that. Actually, I just saw the time. I can't go do what I want to go do right now anyways, so wait. Yeah. So I think what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to turn, like, you're supposed to take these damaged ones and repair that one. We'll see what I can do when I get my 1,200 bucks. Once this gets picked up, I might change this to be and just throw in all the power strips, but I think that's another item that you would just get rid of. But either way, there's no pallets really worth buying anymore today. Like, maybe this one's kind of worth it because of the price, but like, in fact, I'm just gonna buy it because of the price, but the rest are probably not worth it. Like, I know this probably isn't. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, how much is that? So, what? We'll call that 100, 200. Okay, so this is gonna be 400. So this is 600-ish. Like, so we maybe got $700 worth of stuff from 500. Oh, I mean, we're making some progress, I guess. So long as stuff sells, we're making moves. I know this game isn't necessarily meant to be like AFK, but like you got like 2 different ways to do stuff. And I kind of like my way of doing things, where you do all the pallets in the morning based off of the money you have. Maybe you do one at night, but yeah, I just don't think this one is that worth it. Because I know all the blow dryers are 20 bucks. Like, unless this has like smartphones or something in the middle of it, like price-wise, it just doesn't make sense. You know, because also like a lot of these items just don't sell that well to begin with. Okay. We'll be lucky if we hit level 6 today, but you know, it's possible. I mean, we for sure hit level 6 tomorrow, though. Yeah, I don't think this one's worth it, though. Even if I could afford it. Like, unless it has, like, a thing of smartphones in it. That I could sell without issues, it's not worth it. So, yeah, we're done for the day. All of that junk stays there. And then that goes there just because I know for sure I want to keep it, but all of this junk goes. So yeah, I'm gonna end the day. Okay, kitty, what'd you bring me? A ball. I mean, I guess that's fine. You can play with that. Ooh. 1900 for all new stuff. Diving gear, keyboards, game kit, something. This seems like it could be worth it. Used, and damaged. Just, it's too expensive for whatever it is. This probably isn't worth it. Because you know one of these boxes is going to be more of the power strip. Same thing with this. And then the mystery ones cost too much. Like, this would have to have a bunch of phones to even make sense. And we don't even get to know what it has. So yeah, this one's the only one even worth considering, and I'd have to do that at the end of the day. And at least it would be all new stuff. Yeah, I'll hope for the best then, I guess. Like, I know we'll get enough money. It's like I said, it's just a question of, would it even be worth doing anything else? Now, I do wonder, no. Like, it would be interesting if every day, like, $200 spawned somewhere on the map for you to grab. I just figured I'd check real quick, since I gotta wait for the first couple customers to show up anyways. Well, why were you back there? She probably just spawned in weird because I wasn't here. Yeah, basically, so long as I get to 2,000 today, I could live with whatever. Like I said, just because I know there was 200 bucks laying around the other day. Just wanted to run around and check real quick. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff I sell, it's like, it's low amounts. I never scanned this. That's dumb of me. That's 47, yeah. Thank you, sir. You're making my dreams come true. Next customer levels us up. I don't think I get anything interesting though at level 6. Like, the only interesting I have is this, but like that doesn't help me much. Yeah. Buying access to different palettes might be like the only thing that's helpful. I have no clue about the rest of the stuff. Accountants. That's technically fine later, but mystery palette. Thank you, ma'am. That actually helps out a ton. Because I either get another 300-ish bucks or I'm kind of screwed. Yeah, I need like, ma'am, can you spend $300, please? I'll give you a discount the next time you come in. I'll write an IOU. I owe you $1,000 worth of stuff. Okay, ma'am, we agreed for you to spend like $200 more. Like, I know there's not really that much stuff to buy to make up. Yeah, there's not that much stuff to buy to make up that gap besides the angle grinders. Yeah, I either get the extra 150 bucks I need, or I'm a little screwed. Come on, bro, you need an angle grinder. In fact, you need 4 angle grinders. Come on. Need $100 more. That let me get 3 more in. Really? No. Well, I fit in the 3 there. That's fine. But literally, that's everything on my shelves. I either get an extra $100 at some point. Oh, I might get it. Just maybe. Come on, ma'am, spend 30 bucks. 30 bucks. 30 bucks, it's all I need. I'll be broke as a joke afterwards, but 30 bucks, it's all I need, ma'am. Oh, you bought a volleyball, that's perfect. Or no, I'm blind. But you spent the perfect amount, ma'am. Now my shelves won't look bare. The only problem is most of this stuff is new. Yeah, I'll have to reorganize my shelves in a second. Okay. Yeah. I literally need 70 bucks. But I got 18 cents to my name. I'm rich. like how that like does a full reset for it. So I spent 1,900 bucks. Let's just get some of the bigger stuff out of the way. Yeah, it would be great if I could just, you know, scan this whole thing and figure out exactly how much I actually made. I think we made quite a bit, actually. Like, I think we profited actually a decent bit. Just short. Really? Freaking hate this game sometimes. You can't move stuff from the showroom to the back room. Is that a different game? Yeah, it's a different game. Okay. Actually, hold up. Perfect. Okay. Do that. Like, I'm pretty positive on all the new stuff. Like, I'm making a little bit of money. I'm not making a ton, I'm making a little bit. Like, if my guesstimate is right, I think I got, I think that's closer to like 23,000. Yeah, we'll leave that as that. We'll end our day. We got 18 whole cents. I mean, at least Kitty is trying to bring us stuff. A good kitty. Always bringing stuff for us to use. Yeah, I think we'll make like $300 or $400 off of the new stuff that we brought in. Yeah, there's a couple of things that might make some sense. The only one that makes sense is this one. And a lot of this stuff is gonna be junk. Yeah, I can't even take a chance on the mystery things. Even if I was guaranteed that they were all new, I can only take a chance on that. And even that isn't necessarily, this isn't even necessarily a guarantee that I make my money back until I start dismantling stuff. I mean, I might as well buy it now. Damaged. Used. Just start throwing them. Okay. Yeah, I'm not that concerned. Whatever gets found. Yeah, I'm sure the game made it so that it's gonna be kind of difficult for you to lose any money. I haven't seen this before. Sleeping bag. There we go. Bunch of batteries. Okay, got $1,000. I don't know why it would be useful, but same thing with the playing cards. So the rest of this is just used and can just go onto the shelf. You know, I don't make the rules, I just live with them. I have one used and one damaged phone, and I should be able to fix both of them. Okay, we should get like one, maybe two more customers, and then we're done for the day. I don't even think if I wanted to, yeah, there's none that I could buy. I probably could have paid my loan off early without it being an issue, but we'll live with it. There you go. Hopefully we can start fixing stuff in a minute. Yeah, I'm so close. I'd rather just wait the extra day, to be honest, and then potentially do it tomorrow. Potentially buy a better... Oh. I mean, the kitty is so nice. That's a free 300 bucks right there. Now, I'm sure you're supposed to also be able to use this on the boxes, but I'd rather just, to do stuff instantly, but I'd rather just get everything as quickly as I can. Ooh. Today there is so much stuff, but the issue is there's so much damage stuff today. You don't know anything about this. That's kind of nuts. This is probably worth buying for the tablets, because each tablet I believe is 50 bucks, and there's at least 6, and the drills. I mean, I'd probably call it slightly too much right now. Not 100% sure what that is. You know what? I'm gonna just buy it now because I don't feel any of the boxes are good enough. I mean, if anything, this is free experience. Okay, so this is just junk. So it think what I have to do with this... Yeah, I think what I have to do with certain items is that they're just junk, period. Now, if anything, I'll be doing this for a couple, just the extra levels I can get out of it. I can fix this one. Now I can grab the renewed one and I can put it onto the shelf. I don't have the battery. Yeah, I mean, I might as well just be doing this just to get rid of this pile of stuff that's right here. You know, and even if it is a tiny bit of experience, it's still experience. Yeah, this flashlight's worth grabbing the stuff from. You know, some of this is just a matter of finding out what's worth anything at all. Yeah, this is only $15, so just break it down. Actually, in fact, what's wrong with this one? This one just needs an antenna. So this is renewed. And renewed is 80% of the value. So this one needs an antenna and a memory card. You don't have a memory card. What about this one? This one needs a network card and a battery. This one doesn't have a network card. No. This one needs a network card. An antenna and an SD card. Okay, so this one, utilize. This can now be fixed. And that's a free $1,000. And then I think between the two of these, I can have a working phone. You know, and that's an extra 300. There's really no point in fixing this. Okay. And then we're also figuring out just what has no value to begin with. You know, I might as well just go through all of this pile right now. Of all of our stuff I've been piling up. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this, it's just, the only thing you can do is trash. Now, this is probably worth fixing up. You know, it's worth a little bit of money. This isn't. Yeah, this is worth fixing. Cards don't matter. Okay, video games don't matter either. Actually, I thought this would at least have, like, something, but I guess the only thing you can actually repair is electronics. Okay, I just wanted to double check. Oh, actually, I never even scanned this to know the price. 40 bucks. Yeah, obviously most of what's in this pile just isn't worth anything, but we'll at least break it down since we can and collect whatever experience we can out of it. Okay, I can fix this if I want, and I guess I will. And then I can probably fix that one. Let's go throw these on the shelves. Okay, that's still profit, but that's worth keeping. These are trash. Obviously, these aren't worth keeping. And these are... That's not... That's not. All the batteries aren't worth, because I guess damage means that they're missing at least 2 components. So used stuff is way more valuable to me. Yeah, and I'm just getting rid of this pile just so it's gone. You know, I'd rather it be gone than... Or I'd rather everything be scrapped than... How about this? No, that's fine. I mean, that was probably worth, but... Realistically, that's probably not, but it's fine for now. You don't get nothing done with that. Okay, well that covers everything, and then I guess once I, actually, can I fix this? No, I cannot. A relay. Now the real question is, what? I mean, some cable. I mean, it's probably the best use of that. Probably the same thing for this. It's the best use for that. I'm gonna check the same thing with the router, because I'm hoping it's network card. Yeah, there's a chance of getting a network card, which is actually super helpful for phones. So I'll do that. Yeah, I probably don't want to be selling any used stuff anymore, if it can be helped. Yeah, I need batteries. Yeah, so keep all like the board games and whatnot up here, but there's a lot of other stuff that's probably worth breaking down. Might be able to fix up these smartwatches for a couple of extra bucks. Same thing with the batteries. You know, that's already upped my money. Might be able to fix all these batteries, because they probably just need, yeah, they need an extra battery for each of them. You know, I'll get batteries from this. The Yoko things and whatnot. Well, in this case, didn't get anything, but relays are important, circuits are kind of important. And that 30 bucks just isn't that important. Actually, I do wonder, can I fix these angle grinders? Yes, I can. And I need a relay. Perfect. Yeah, none of those. These might actually have something valuable to add, the memory cards. I'd mainly want the memory cards. I mean, a lot of these, like, probably aren't really even worth reselling now, but... Yeah, we'll grab the wires from this. Wires and circuits. check the kettle. A heater and a thermo gauge, which will probably be really important at some point too. I can probably fix this. Which is just another renewed item. Okay, so I know that's missing a battery. What's this missing? A battery and a capacitor. Yeah, no, this is just gonna be like cables and circuits for all of this. But I should just scrap it down anyways. I don't really necessarily care about this stuff to begin with. Definitely don't care about these. They take up a lot of space. Ooh, got a battery. We'll fix this. And then... Now, I think if it's new, I'm gonna leave it. So now, actually, I want used stuff so I can renew it. And then I definitely want the trash can, so I might actually just still try buying new stuff, but... in this case, the damaged stuff is... Actually, that damaged stuff probably still isn't really that worth it. But new and used stuff is. Like, this could potentially be worth it. And this could potentially be worth it, depending on what I get. I mean, at the end of the day, experience is experience, so... Yeah, all of this stuff is junk. And then, yeah, we can start our day. Yeah, all of this is just junk that we can't do anything with. I guess I could technically sell it, but I know selling damaged stuff is not helpful. But the fact that we don't even get a chance to do anything kind of is annoying. Oh yeah, I was doing that for a while. I might just get through this day and just see where I end up on stuff, but like now I have so few items on the shelf. Yeah, I mean, for 300 bucks, that's is probably at least worth looking into. But I don't necessarily like the idea of buying either one of these. I'd prefer, if I could, to buy the very top one, but I would be willing to risk on the mystery. So hopefully I can get to 1700 at the end of the day, but like I said, like for sure, I would rather just risk on the mystery. Because at least risking on the mystery has some benefit to it. Plus, we're trying to obtain our good value. Yeah, because buying either one of these, there's no guarantee that I'll even get usable parts. But at least buying 4 or 5 gives me a shot at stuff that could be helpful. And I don't feel like customizing it. Bro, you just made my day. I'm gonna buy the mystery one. It's all used stuff. From the looks of things, which is good. Okay. There we go, a level up. Tennis balls. Yeah, anything I know I can't break down, for sure sell as used. Ah. All of these I'm probably just breaking down for the batteries because I'm gonna need them. Yeah, I'm not selling those, I don't think. Yeah, people are gonna complain about my lack of items in a minute. Yeah, I went to go buy something at this used shop and there was nothing there. That's so odd. I went to the same store. It's just, it's not worth the lost cost with some of this stuff. Oh, thank you, ma'am. That actually helps out a ton. Get rid of those games. Oh no, these flashlights are actually really good because they have a whole bunch of components to them. Oh, I can fix up all these controllers. Okay, store's closed. Oh, I got more of these to fix. Never even seen this keyboard before. Only $4? Yeah, bro. It could provide me nothing and I would still get rid of it. Oh, I need these to all be broken down. Can't carry more weight. I don't care. I need network cards. That way, whenever I get phones later, I can fix up the phones. Plus, phones also need the antennas, so... Okay. Yeah, I'm not overly concerned about anything now. I do like how the flashlight is automatic, though. That is kind of, like, I get, like, the best way to word it is literally, like, it is just a nice to have. Yeah, Yeah, it's like in some cases I don't necessarily care. I might want to break this down, and like the keyboard I don't necessarily care about as much. I may want to break that down as well, but like so long as I have an okay amount of batteries, like that's probably fine, but for sure I probably want the memory cards from these. You know, it doesn't necessarily matter that it's new. It matters what it has. You know, and that's all junk. I don't... No. I can get it to used, I just don't have a way to get capacitors with ease. Okay, so... I could probably fix up quite a bit on this. This is probably worth doing for no other purpose than it's so cheap. Any components you get out of this is probably worth it. Okay, so we got the charger, nothing out of this. I mean, I can fix it, but at 20 bucks, it's not really worth it. I can fix this controller. Not a big deal. Put that there for right now. Fix this, because it's a cheap component. All of these can probably be fixed with ease. Okay. Those over there. That up there. Those up there. $74 though. I guess it's worth it for right now. I mean, you know, that's not worth it, so we'll just break it down. Same thing with this. don't care about that. I can fix this. That doesn't matter. Neither of these matter. This can get fixed. I mean, like, this can be sold, it's just not worth selling it. Same thing with this, it's just not worth selling it. I can fix a couple of these, it's just not worth it. Oh, these flashlights will be great because they have the electric motor in it. Yeah, these flashlights new, I wouldn't even care. I know I've scanned a kitchen scale before, but yeah, it's really not worth it. Experience. $2.5 for a full bag, yellow. $8.4. Okay. All of that's on the shelves. That's all junk. Yeah, this is gonna be luck if it's worth anything, but it's probably worth doing. This one's probably worth doing. And this one's yeah, it's probably worth doing all three of them, but obviously I can't do that. Yeah, this is just garbage. Like, this one's gonna be a lot of luck, but I'm willing to risk it this time. This is new. Roller skates, which means I can't fix these. Yep. So these are all trash. Good to know. This is the same thing. Nope, it's not. This is at least worth scrapping. Tennis balls. More razors. Ooh, bones. I don't know what I paid for that pallet, but it definitely paid for itself. Yeah, I don't know what I paid for that last pallet, but it definitely paid for itself. All these tennis balls are junk. And technically I can fix all of these, or no, I can only fix 6 of them. But this is something that is fixable, so... Please just... I put the last 2 down there. It would be nice if there was a button to, like, pick stuff back up. Heck, even if there was an option to, like, quote-unquote repair stack. You know, 60 bucks for these. I mean, being able to fix stuff goes a long way. In terms of the one that I feel is more valuable, I'm pretty sure this is mice, and then that's more... Yeah, I would rather just not get anything that's damaged. So this fixes phones. Every network card from that is just worth. Fixing these up isn't necessarily that big of a deal. So you should consider doing it anytime you can. Because it's cheap. Yeah, this is no longer worth keeping. All keyboards now are just gonna get destroyed. Same thing with a lot of the chargers and stuff. So no, I think I will keep this as just the used one. Because I will sell the used stuff that I can't break down. Okay, like, I know I can fix these, so I'm not that concerned. Well, kitty right there. Yeah, all mouses that come through now. And all keyboards, kitchen scales. I almost don't care what condition they come in at. Keyboards, just because it's cables and circuits. Plus, they're not really worth the price, so at least now they're not. Ooh, a whole set of phones right there. That's gonna be lots of money. One new, two used. That just needs a memory card. That one just needs a network card. These go back up on the shelves immediately. I mean, we'll be making good money tomorrow. These are all just batteries. Not really worth the price anymore. We need the cables and the circuits now, so keyboards aren't worth keeping. Okay, both of these are new, which is good. This is new. This just goes onto the shelves. I need SD cards, so all of those are just trash. And I think these are just batteries. And then I'm pretty sure I'm waiting on a capacitor, but since I have several of these, yeah, this one just needs a battery, so we'll fix that. We'll get these on the shelf. Yeah, since we're good on batteries and stuff, I don't necessarily care about those as much. Yeah, we have 31 batteries, yeah. So long as we have batteries and stuff, I'm not overly concerned about a lot of the other stuff. We are going to have good money, though, which is going to be nice. Duffel bag is 2. Yeah, just all of the experience. Yeah, I'll be happy once I get trash cans for this. This will be really good. But that covers everything. That's just all trash. And then that's all fine. We'll go to the next day. So we technically, we lost $1,000. This just gets scrapped. Good kitty. Yeah, we got the 2 drills down there and those that we can't fix at the moment. But we basically have all of our stuff set up for the day, which I'm happy about. I think what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna stop here because I didn't intend to play for almost 4 hours. I definitely should have. Okay, yeah, so it's nice that it's been saving and stuff. Let's see. I mean, I might opt to buy all of these. Like, this one's probably a no-go for me. This one may have some value. This one probably doesn't have any value. This one has a tiny bit of value to me, and it's mainly because I can see that there's multiple phones right there. Well, I already saved, and we've seen what's here. The mystery ones are just kind of whatever. I'm probably not buying them today. I'm gonna just make sure I save again, just to make sure. But yeah, when we come back next time, hopefully I'll be able to automate a bit of this, so it's not gonna take me, a couple of extra hours of game time, and then hopefully I'll be able to buy the automated register. Yeah, I think what I want to do is I want to pay back the loan probably first, just because we have several phones and stuff that'll sell for a good price, so I should be able to pay back the loan. So yeah, hopefully next time we'll pay back the loan and I can start upgrading the store. Until next time.